let's play him at Gwent.
To matters less controversial, wouldn't mind playing a few rounds of Gwent.
Okay, so again, Northern Realms, we keep on getting Scoia'tael cards, so we're getting close, I think. Well, let's start this. Oh, what? My opponent's leader ability cancels my leader ability? Okay, there, Nilfgaard, apparently that is a thing. So bear in mind that means we have no more automatic siege doubling, which we don't have that much in the siege row here, so maybe that's not the end of the world. That is still probably a stronger leader ability than we've seen our opponents have in the past, so that is still perhaps a bit of a concern. As for what we do here, well, is that a reason to keep a siege nerf? I don't know. We could play range. We have, what, 2? Of course, we have a lot in melee. We have a Blue Stripes Commando, but I don't think we have his pair. We probably want to swap him out, or at least hope that we get something else. Thinking the melee nerf is not a great idea, because we have most of our cards in the melee row. However, of course, we pick up a melee spy. It would have been nice to be able to nerf him, but getting a spy in general is certainly still nice. Let's reroll you. And we, once again, try to swap out one of these commandos when we don't have 2 of them, because they're our weakest card, or one of our weakest cards if we don't have its pair. And then we swap it into one of the other copies. So, our opponent plays 2 strength unit to start off. It does double if there are multiple of them, but still only doubles to 4, so that's not so bad. And how do we counter that? So we do have our nerf of the siege row, which is not terribly relevant until and unless our opponent does play siege units. So maybe we do go siege here, because at least to start things off, our opponents have not done that yet. So maybe we save that for a future go-round. We hope that our opponent does not start to play siege here. We don't. It's another one that can double. They have more of that type of card. So we hope they don't. That is... I did not catch what the extra effect is there. Scorch. Close combat. Destroy your enemy's strongest close combat units if the combined strength of all his or her close combat units is 10 or more. Whoa! Haven't seen that yet. And does that only apply when you play the card? Or if we now, after you play this card, proceed to continue to play things in our own melee row, and they exceed 10 strength, then do you still get the chance to scorch them? I don't know, it sounds like we probably just want to be hands-off the melee row in that case. Do we have enough firepower to win this without going melee in that case? Or with just going with 1 card in the melee row, or would likely be Vesemir, because that'd get us to 6 is probably the best we can do. Or, actually, a 5 and a 4 would be the closest to 10 without reaching 10. But we might want to save this guy in case we can draw another one with, say, the Spy or from winning a round, so I think it probably is still best to go just Vesemir. Is it 10 or more? Okay, yeah, so 10 does count, so that means we can't go both Siegfried and Zoltan. So I think, yeah, we probably go range for now in that case. Still concerned, though. We don't have any special cards here to mix things up all that much, and I don't really want you going siege this round. You have a slightly yes. When they're doubling. Okay, so what do we do here? I think we plan around the loss. We assume that it would take us a whole lot to eke out a win here. We'd have to play almost every card. So I think we go with the Spy, draw the extra cards. Our opponent likely will pass. And we got a siege buff. And our opponent is still playing. It is pretty silly, because now we will have a pretty significant card advantage. Granted, we have 2 rounds we will have to win. So, is there anything else we can do here? Yeah, like, this guy's not going to be doing too much for us when we only have 1 other siege unit, because we just played so many. But, I think we have basically no other option but to pass here. So then, fingers crossed that our opponent's remaining cards are not so great. What do they have here? Ooh, this is actually exactly what we were looking for. Strong siege unit. We saved our siege nerf. So this is going to reduce this guy from a 10 all the way down to a 1. So that's fantastic. Means we probably do want to hold off playing these guys. This might be our round 3 is this guy plus this guy. Is that going to be enough in and of itself? Maybe not. So I think we probably go with Vesemir or even our worst melee units. And our opponent does pass, so yeah. Reason why we did this is because now we play this, and we win. Don't need to play Vesemir, we can save our slightly better card, and I deliberately did not play the Blue Stripes Commando because, again, there's still a chance that we draw into another one of them, and that's maybe wishful thinking, but would become our best melee unit if we do find ourselves drawing into it. And do we here? We do not. But we do get Siege, which is not a bad thing, because that does mean this Siege Expert is going to boost that, and we do have a 6-3 card advantage, so that is big. And I think, like we saw in a previous Gwent match, probably want to delay as long as possible with playing our strong cards in case our opponent does have a Scorch. So we do have card advantage, so if we hold out playing all of our 6s, then they'll have to Scorch, say, maybe even themselves. 10 strength card is very good. Don't have any ways of nerfing that one. What do they have remaining? That, not so much. Now, Siegfried next. Again, just going weakest to strongest. If this is a Scorch, then they're not going to play it. But I think we will have enough firepower here. Card advantage will be the key. We play Vesemir. That's enough already, and then we'll just throw in the extra siege units, because why not? And there we go. Alright. Took this guy out, and what do we get in return? We get another Scoia'tael card. Man. New quest of Diary in Darkness. Okay, let's check out the Gwent card first, and then we'll definitely want to check out that new quest. Might have something to do with all that stuff that the guy was talking about previously. So, and I already got distracted with that new quest and don't remember what the name of this new guy was. Might have been this guy here. Otherwise, any other names that look new that we haven't seen yet? I don't remember this guy, but he is extremely weak. Hopefully it was not that guy. But yeah, the list of Scoia'tael cards is continuing to grow. That's encouraging. Of Diary in Darkness, let's take a look. I'm assuming it's secondary? Might be a treasure hunt, actually. Oh, only level 9. Tell you what, search resident using your wizard senses. Level 9 is not a bad fit. That's actually, that might be next on our list in that case. A Novigrad merchant told Geralt about a mage named Aramis. Poor man had, like so many of his colleagues, met a gruesome death on a pyre. No surviving heirs, his expansive rural residence now abandoned, and if the rumors about his eccentric sorcerer were true, inside it awaited great many curiosities and valuable secrets. Now, the thing is, it says Velen. I think it's going to be to the east and more so in the area that we've not yet explored. Whoa! It's way out there. Yeah, so although level-wise it's a good fit, I'm hesitant to go there because we're, again, kind of just trying to do first Velen, of course. We did that. And by Velen, I mean like the mainland and then southern area, and kind of kept the Nilfgaardian outpost over here as an aside. But then we have been going up to Novigrad now, and then next on our list will be this Oxenfurt and Greater Oxenfurt area to the east. So, kinda like to wait for it until then. I mean, from a level standpoint, obviously it is good to do it sooner rather than later because it's already level 9 and we're already over-leveled a bit. So, it's tempting in some ways. You know, same thing with the volunteer to get the paint for the troll. But I think we probably pass on it for now, so that we can stay in Novigrad itself, because there's so many more things that I'm assuming we still want to do in Novigrad. In which case, we can throw this back on. So we may not necessarily do it immediately. there anything else in here, though, that we might want to loot? Like, you have stuff behind you? We just, like, casually go behind the counter? Yeah, just, you know, take a vial, which is not exactly all that valuable, but we'll take it anyway. Then, upstairs, you do have another room here. Raspberries. How lovely. Okay. Oh, for a second I thought that was going to be locked, because it didn't just open automatically, which is usually what happens. It's a very dramatic-looking mirror. And you have a butter knife. How dare you! I knew it. I can't trust this guy. Yeah, except, you know, like, not really anything else. Let's head down. And other stuff in this, again, square of sorts. Townspeople, yes. Oh, what the heck? And before we loot, there is one of those Witcher contracts that involves going down into the sewers, and I assume this is probably the place where you do that. But it does make me suspicious as to whether we ought to do this right now or not. We probably shouldn't save, like, this very instant. And in fact, it won't let us save while we're on the ladder. What if we, like, save right now, just in case? Let's see. That way, if we find that, yeah, this is something that we very much do not want to do right now, then we can just, you know, take a few steps back real quick. There are people saying that there are supposed to be a ton of drowners down here. We have a different map when we go down here? I doubt it. No, we don't. We use our Witcher senses. Can we tell anything? Yeah, I'm feeling like, yes, there obviously is a lot down here. This seems like it's a pretty big area.
Just wonderful.
Drowned dead, actually, not a total drowner. But I feel like we probably want to wait a bit before we do this in full. Okay, well that was maybe not the best time to throw it away. I'll just slice you in half, though. And take a little bit of loot. A little bit of experience as well, perhaps. Which, honestly, at this point, we keep on saying it, but we're getting close. So, yes, we could continue going in here. Could take a little bit of loot. But I think for the most part, I'm assuming this is going to be tied. Oh, it was very much vibrating there. I think this is mostly going to be tied to a different quest. And therefore, again, something that I'm assuming we probably want to do later rather than right now. Could be wrong. But it's there, and oh, I do wish, though, that there was at least a marker. There was an entrance here. That way we would know to come back to it on a future occasion. But, I mean, there's no way this is just going to be here and be a complete coincidence, right? When we've heard specific people, or specific quests that involved going down into sewers, so I'm pretty confident that we're going to find our way back down there at some point. Is this the very building we were in previously? Locked, so probably not. Let's see. This is a very nice area, yes. But we were primarily going here to check out the notice board, and of course, we didn't actually get any quests from the notice board. So again, in some ways, I am curious as to whether the next thing we ought to do might be the main quest with Triss, because she's over, what was it, like here-ish? And it was level 10, I believe? And that is, again, like, obviously we're over-leveled for that already, but since main quests tend to be not the first priority, and side quests actually are, then, well, I mean, we'll just continue to over-level that significantly, but at some point we'll probably want to do it. And what happened in more southern Velen, or I guess actual technically Velen, with, say, like the Baron and who else? Thrones and all that. That stuff, we did want to do some of it. It wasn't all, you know, we could delay it to a certain extent, yes, but I think it also opened a few doors for us. Still a question mark here. I remember that we tried going over there, and there was like this dramatic looking door that we couldn't quite find something to do with, but I suspected that at some point there would be more. So yeah, I think that is fine that that's still there. Yeah. So basically what I'm getting at is, is it a reasonable time at this point to start doing the main quest? And maybe that does also give us more options going forward. It's obviously, Triss is someone who has been a pretty major ally, or ally with maybe perhaps a rather large asterisk at times in Witcher 1 and 2, so it would be nice to get the chance to reconvene with her.
Why'd you give your food to that
I'm curious, at the very least.
He was hungry. He wouldn't be hungry.
There's more for us to do here, perhaps? I know, again, I was saying we'd hold off on going into the building, so maybe, in that case, yeah, let's at least stop by quickly at Deadly Delights once more. See if there's an obvious thing that we missed previously. And if not, then we'll come back to it on a future occasion when we just have more information about it, because I expect that at some point in time we will have the opportunity to figure that stuff out. Because at the moment, at least level-wise and location-wise, it has those two things very much going for it right now, and that it is the same level as us, and it is in the area in which we currently find ourselves. It's a good fit in that way. So if this is the bits, then this is supposedly the forest area of town. Is interesting context. I mean, it's definitely not as extravagant looking as the place we were just in, so I suppose that makes some sense. And is this quest marker leading us to the right place right now? I think it is. I am following it pretty diligently, rather than, say, looking at the green marker. Now we're not in the bits anymore. This is the storage spot. We've definitely been here before. Let's just double check our map, make sure we're not headed in the opposite direction. Yeah, we are heading the right way. It's just maybe going down main roads, whereas we could have cut a few corners by going as the crow flies a little bit more.
Mutant.
Excuse you.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Souls, okay. Sure. But it's over here-ish. Oh, there's an enemy over there? What? That does make me curious. What kind of enemy are we talking? Bandits? Oh, we've definitely seen these very guys before, in fact. Pretty sure. Don't mind if I do, but take you out again. Yeah, I remember this corner. Nothing good there. I guess a few crowns. Otherwise, pretty much junk. Yeah. So in theory, it's over here. We're looking for a way in. There were a bunch of locked doors. There was this one building. This is the one that we could go in before, but it wasn't the correct building, per se. There are two guys up here.
Help a poor bloke out.
Didn't have anything to say to us.
This is mine,
And there was an area down below where we broke open this door with Ard. I'm using Witcher senses right now, but I'm not seeing anything. And there's Ard signs here too. I can't really see them. Here is anything that we can uncover. Seems like, if anything, this was probably something we looted once upon a time, but we probably already took it. And so, there's nothing to take anymore. But yeah, it does make it tough.
What is it?
Figure out what to do here.
Ain't nothing pretty in this life save daffodils.
We talk to the shady individuals. Do they have information for us that could be helpful? Like, it seems to me
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
that we would want to go in basically through here. Somehow. Find a way in through here. And, it was like there's a non-zero chance that maybe some of this stuff here has a quest item in it, but then it would presumably be red, right? Where we could save just in case we're about to get caught, but I didn't see anyone, any guards that were keeping an eye out for us, I don't think. Let's just do it real quick. But like I said, I don't really expect for us to find anything useful here, for the quest at least. Some somewhat useful crafting materials, yes. This door, yes, but it's locked.
Tis dog's life.
Like, if we could
And
talk to someone who let us go through some of those doors, that'd be great.
Will light our way.
But I just don't see it. Like something here? Do we go through those sewers that we saw a while ago and that actually allows us to pop back up in and around here? I don't know. I mean, previously we were talking about how this seemed like the most logical way to go in, but it was locked. It says key required. Not just locked, but key required. Most doors I thought just said locked. Which suggests that, yeah, we might actually be able to go through there if we, say, had that exact key. But this was the one where we accidentally missed talking to the brothel owner, was supposed to be the person we talked to before. Well, excuse me. And I was wondering if maybe that person would have given us said key, but then the brothel was locked, which was strange. We could try going back there. We did try doing that once before, but yeah, we couldn't even make it back into the brothel. That was also locked up. I think that was over here. Give it another shot. But yeah, I think for the most part, I'm throwing a white flag here and asking for you guys to pitch in, because I do not know what the answer is, and I could certainly use a hand here, because it does seem as though, if left to my own devices, I'm not sure if/when I could get it done.
hey, Jack,
Is this really the way we want it to go? I'm not sure it was. Oh yeah, it's back here. This was the brothel. The door is still locked. Crippled Kate's, yeah. Is there another way in here? I think it was also a question we were asking ourselves before. Except we also could not make it happen. Like, this would seemingly be the main door. Oh no, yeah, we've been in through this door, and we spoke to
black ones for Danians.
the actual brothel owner. But we didn't get the information we were looking for. Unless someone else here has that information? Unless we actually have to
So, I've been
partake
at last in
of
your freaky
the
house,
business here,
Austin.
which would be odd, but I don't know. Is that a thing? I'd rather not if we don't have to.
So long.
So yeah, in that case, I think I'm going to continue to hold off on this one until I have the chance to get more information, or you guys, if you're willing and able. I think this is one of those situations where, way back at the beginning, when we were first starting the Witcher 3 playthrough, and I was saying how, like, obviously we're going for no spoilers, yes. But the exception was if there's a situation in which I can't say, find, like, the door or the person to talk to, and I'm just wandering around aimlessly, not sure where to go, then that is definitely fair game to just say, like, this is the person you need to talk to, this is the place you need to go, and then you'll be fine. Under these circumstances, I think this is probably the exact situation in which we were kind of theorizing when we were making that description. So, the question then is just, what do we do in the meantime? Because this would otherwise be the best fit. And, we could, now that we're in a perhaps slightly different area of town, maybe head up a little bit north here, see if we can get ourselves into trouble at all, which we probably can. We were here briefly, previously, for parts of a previous quest. We didn't explore too much around here. We might have gone around the very edge of the harbor, but that was about it. So maybe we start going in through all the buildings now? Might be easiest if we start at the very end, work our way down, or maybe just check out what's over here and admire. Wow. You. Yeah, I'm assuming these are like big poorly, right? Too far away from anyone. And I probably do want to check out the actual beach. That'd be nice. What are you calling a geezer?
What will the morrow bring?
Yeah, what's the deal down here? Is there actually anything in the water here? I don't know, but cool no less. A wrecked ship? Hold on. We gotta check this out. Let's Silverton? Okay. Is that this specific ship? This is a weird angle.
Ow!
And apparently, enough of a weird angle to break our ankles. These are actually decent ingredients there, I think. As are these. Silver? Yeah. Not bad. That guy, what? The heck? Is that guy alive or not? Is he sleeping? I'm not sure. These people over here as well? You guys are definitely alive. You are beggars. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, they, well, I mean, it's,
Why your
they
arse
anchored
is
it. But, looks like that was maybe after the fact. What else is over here? Huh. Cool. That's the easiest buckthorn you'll ever find. There are, I assume, drowners out there. Is there anything map-wise in this direction? There actually is. Yeah, that's where the northernmost part of the city is. Second, I was thinking this was probably the end of the world, but no, it's not. Huh. Are there any, like, actual chests or barrels in this direction? Oh, sorry, did I just run somebody over? Probably. Odrin? Huh?
Grey Knight. Need a
You have a name. Suggests that you are perhaps somewhat important. However, yeah, just, you know, get around you the old-fashioned way. Yeah, but you don't want to actually speak to us, which is annoying. Disappointing. Assume there are no guards here, right? Right. Can I loot this, or can I not loot this? It's like, right now, seems like I can't loot this, even though it's glowing and it's directly in front of us. It's odd. Good. Theoretically, you can take that boat if we wanted to. There's a bunch of buckthorn here, which is, again, easy enough to pick up that, why not? Let's just take it, for the sake of taking it. I was surprised, previously, at just how many, potions actually do require buckthorn. I was under the assumption originally that it was just going to be for that one time, attracting the griffin, and that was going to be it, but turns out there's at least one or two, and we did manage to craft those potions, and we did, of course, start to pick up more. But I don't know, we might be done now with all of our buckthorn, just in case.
Hey, Whitey. Why'd your hair go white?
Long story. Take this as well. I'm assuming there's a lot of loot here. Just a bit. Any guards? This area doesn't seem so, and more buckthorn, just in case we didn't have enough just yet. And yeah, Silverton. Let's just take a look at which part of the city that supposedly is. And the answer appears to be the northwestern part of this middle island of sorts. There's a shopkeeper here, which is maybe worth investigating. Perhaps once we loot this, assuming it will actually let us this time. But it's not letting us loot this one either. Strange. Can I get back on that? Loot this. Well, maybe not when we're swimming. Hold on. Come on. Geralt. Okay, maybe we just, like, take a minute here. Go back on land, because Geralt is perhaps a little bit too committed to being a fish right now. And then... oh, really? Can we loot this? Yeah. Be on our way. Can't take this for some reason. Really, Geralt? Oh, we had it for a second! Hold on. And you know this is going to be completely insignificant. Oh. Just teasing us there. You saw that. For a split second, it was saying we could loot. Hold on. No, we are not trying to mind control the crate. We're trying to push it out of the way. There it is. Okay. They are. They all have the same thing. Lots more here. Okay, again, let's... Now that we're a little bit closer to the mainland, let's make sure... No guards? I think we're in the clear, yeah? Mostly just alcohol. And the most common of crafting ingredients, or looting ingredients, really. Ooh, some more here? Or have you just not updated that we've taken all your stuffs? Let's just extinguish. Sapphire dust, that's not bad. Sure, take that. Have we actually gotten rid of all this stuff yet? No. Thought I saw another round of loots. Yeah. Okay. Really finicky today for some reason. Sometimes letting us loot, sometimes not. Anything in this little broken down shack of sorts? Doesn't look like it. More loot here. Lots more people. Are any of you guards?
No. Oh, fuck. Don't rightly know.
That guy says, I don't know. I don't think so. And it's always this kind of crate. This big square one. It does not cooperate. I would try to argue, but I think this is in the middle of town enough that would perhaps draw some attention. We may not want to draw.
My wives miss me.
There we go.
Oh!
Already. Mold, lovely. My favorite kind of mold. Only on Tuesdays, though. I find that any other day of the week it's just a little too much. Also, didn't double check if there were any guards here. Is risky, of course. And yes, this is the river, I think, or whatever body of water technically is that is dividing the northernmost part of the city from the central part of the city. We don't think we want to go to the northernmost part yet, because we definitely still have many places to explore in the middle island. Okay, thank you. I do need the spoiler on this occasion, so yes, I think that is probably best if we just do that now. Okay, so let's check that out then. In terms of finding the way to do that quest that we've been trying to find the answer to. So, we have deviated a bit from that location. It is, yeah, in fact, it is way down there now. Might it even be faster for us to use a fast travel of some sorts? Well, I think we're far enough away from any fast travel location that we know of. Can we even use rope here? I doubt we can. No, we can't. Okay. Might even be faster to sail partway there. We will run out of stamina if we sprint it. We cut any corners, perhaps? Well, maybe a little bit. For the most part, though, we might just retrace our steps a bit. So yeah, it does seem like it will actually require some parkour of sorts. I figured that might have been the case, because I didn't see among the doors that were most obviously in that circle, I did not see any that were unlocked. So it might have been more straightforward if we had made it to that that barkeeper first. We might have just gotten a key, but we'll do it the parkour way instead. We can make it happen. And is this still the right way to go? Yeah, I think so. Because it is no longer our personal marker, it is the quest marker that we're now looking for. Roughly speaking. Okay, so we're back here.
Oh, God. The Reapers come for me.
House to the south of the building. Need to enter with some ladders and platforms. Okay, so let's just open up our map real quick here. right now we're on the northern side, so we probably want to be on the other side. We're talking south. We want to climb up some ladders and make it into the attic. So, on the lookout for ladders. This is elevated, yes, but not a ladder per se. I wonder just how far away we need to go. Like, is it actually outside of the circle? Oh no. These guys look like they're trying to pick a fight. Have we done this one?
Name's Geralt.
Patty Gruber, I'm a bookie. I trust you're here to fight.
Well, maybe we take a moment to do this instead? I don't know. Maybe we put this off for the
I'll
time
go
being.
fight some other time.
I would assume we've already fought these guys, but apparently not. I think we're perhaps onto something here. We're focusing on finally trying to find the ladder. The way here to this. What we're looking for is. That's the other building. It does have this elevated platform, is what I'm looking at. I'm not necessarily sure if that's the answer. It's not a ladder per se. I feel like we want to actually find, is that a quote-unquote ladder? I just don't know how far I should be. Oh, hold on. We might be onto something here. Oh. Might be onto something. There's a building I don't think we've yet been in. We did, of course, fall through the ceiling, and maybe would have been best served trying to make it one building over, but this might be a building that was locked to us, so at the very least, there's this. It's locked from the outside. Can we get out? Are we trapped in here? I actually don't know. There is a non-zero chance that we've trapped ourselves in here. Okay. This is still locked. Yes. We can't get through there. That's the only door. And we make our way back up through the ceiling through which we came. Possibly, but I'm not sure about that. It would require, like, hopping these, which seems like that maybe will not work. Because Geralt is insisting on kicking it rather than jumping on it. Just trying to jump on this table, not even on this head. Okay, we're on the table. Okay. Please make our way through there. Okay. Ooh. We at least got that. So the thing that we actually want to do is get over to the house over here. This at least gives us another vantage point, which may or may not be helpful. So, well, we did get in here, yes, but like, I'm not sure this is necessarily leading us in the right direction, though. It's a house to the south of the building. I mean, like, there. Huh. Yeah, I think this definitely is not the answer, then. Because there's no way we're getting our way over there. Well, that is also not what I expected to happen. So, I really think it's this building here. In some way, shape, or form, because it is directly to the south. Just how do we get up it? Otherwise, how do we make it there?
Something unusual.
Can we jump this? Jump this? Ooh. Okay. Oh, come on, Geralt. Do it. Do it, Geralt. No, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this, Geralt. Oh, no. Okay. Should be next door and I entered from the east.
Well, another freak.
Hold on. Should be just next door. So. the door we want to get in through is this one. So if it's just next door, and it's actually right here, in which case, how do we get up there? We do it like this. No, Geralt won't jump that. And that building is kinda also next door. I mean, it depends. Like, these buildings are all combined. So what constitutes next door? Like, get inside and get upstairs. This did still seem like this was the closest we've gotten.
Something
From
unusual.
here, then jump this. Yes. That's something. And he really did not want to jump this, which surprises me. Because this seems like the obvious answer, it would appear. And that would get us on the roof. And then presumably there's a way from the roof to drop in like we saw in the previous building. But this is just an invisible wall of sorts, it appears. So, in the interest of not just banging our head repeatedly against the wall. Huh. Tell us, houndsman. Show us the way.
Hey there, handsome.
Yeah, like if we go up, hold on. Didn't you say? Oh, they just spilled their alcohol. We go up the staircase. I thought you said, and then up from there. I thought you said somewhere else. Like we could do this. Ooh, what about? I don't know. This is not climbable. This is not gonna get us anywhere. Unless we can like just barely get on this beam and then use that to jump up there to the second floor. That seems like that is probably. Oh, we had it for a second, but I feel like that is way too gimmicky, right? That can't actually be the right answer.
Here, or at my place. You choose.
I don't know. I have my doubts. Serious doubts. I mean, clearly there is a right way, and I appreciate the help. Like this looks like the answer.
I was made for loving.
Using that ramp there, which means you have to get into this building, like you're saying. But then we can go in this building, yeah. The way out of this building? We can, like, jump through this window?
Arms for the poor.
I think that's it. We break down this wall with an arc. Let us through!
What in the...
I am not sure. Ladder in that room at the top floor, okay. Ladder in here.
Help a poor fellow out.
Oh, here it is. You're right. Thank you so much, Jay. Okay. So. And we go in here. This is the ramp we're looking for. Okay, let's just, like, drop a quick save. Because, you know, we very much have been trying to get here for a long time. Ooh, and I nearly walked off the edge. And also, we're potentially expecting some kind of... I don't even remember what it was in here, but some kind of monster, right? Any loot in these chests? I don't necessarily think so. Is there a ladder for us to go down, or are we just dropping down this thing? I think we're just dropping down this thing. Okay. Confront the succubus, you say? That would suggest that you are maybe, like, right here? Downstairs, perhaps? Is there anything of note in this room? No, I don't think so. Maybe let's just take a quick second to look at our bestiary to see what is the deal with the succubus in terms of if we are fighting this thing, because I'm assuming it's probable that we will. What type of monster is it? Is it cursed? No, it's a hybrid. I think, because this is supposedly SALMA. That's where we got this notice from. Hybrid oil plus Quen. Okay. That would suggest that they are slow but strong attackers. Okay. Hello.
Who are you?
Ever heard of witchers?
Uh-oh.
Have you come to kill me?
Maybe, but maybe we can try talking this one out first. See, we spent a long time trying to find you.
Want to talk first? Why'd you kill those guards?
I was careless. Let them surprise me. They wished to kill me. I had to defend myself.
That it?
Okay.
No heartrending story about human hatred for all things different, all things strange.
I'm not one to lie, nor do I kill without reason.
Okay, I mean, straight shooter at the very least. I mean, Succubi, we did read up on them a bit, and it did say that theoretically they never are really intending to kill people per se. It's mostly just that it happens to happen when they get a little too involved, a little too over the top maybe. Did say she was defending herself, which could be some truth to that. On the other hand, you could say she's dangerous because she did still kill people. So, on one hand, I feel like I would like to try to be merciful, but then on the other hand, she's still dangerous. So, but is she really? Like, in the future, would she still kill more people? Or is it just because people tried to attack her? And I feel like that is kind of sort of the case. And I feel like I'm going back to the werewolf scenario as our precedent for where the line is in terms of when to spare and not spare cursed people or demons or whatever category succubi technically fall under. So the difference here, I think, is that the werewolf was just outright said, hey, I'm going to kill this person. If you, yeah, just like at that, just point blank, I'm going to kill this person right now. And we're like, okay, hold on, no can do, can't let you do that, so we gotta take you out. Whereas the succubus here is saying, yeah, I did in the past kill some people, and we know that's true, but I don't intend to do that going forward, and it was in self-defense, which, I mean, if people are looking for blood, if the guards were looking for blood, then somebody was gonna die. It was either gonna be the succubus, or it was gonna be the guards. So, I think in this case, I kinda, maybe I'm just, like, trying to find an argument here to spare her, but I feel like I do want to spare her. Or at least try to.
You gotta leave the city.
And what if I don't?
I'll have to kill you.
Okay,
I
well, maybe it
despise
comes to that then.
change. How stupid of me to walk into an ambush, let myself be surprised.
I'll have to lie about killing you. Usually I bring a trophy.
Very well, take this. And this, because I'm furious with you.
Ah, we're sparing your life.
Though I shall calm down once I'm away from this place.
Seriously. Oh? Okay. Hold on. We got an item of sorts. I thought it was a sword. This here, yeah. It is slightly worse than our existing silver sword. It does have some better signs to it and experience from monsters. It's, however, our existing sword is completely broken down, so if we were to repair our existing sword, then it presumably would be a fair bit better. So, strong, yes, but I think, ultimately, unfortunately, not an upgrade. And let's just double check what we're supposed to do next for the quest. It says, collect your reward from the guard. Apparently, she gave us something as well to, cover for us not actually having killed her. I don't know if that's supposed to be the sword. That seems a little bit odd, but... Alright, let's head on over then. Turn that in. I'm assuming this is going to lead us in that direction. Maybe we double check just to be sure. Yeah. Okay. Seems about right. So if we head up here, it was just on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, I do vaguely remember talking to this guy previously. This guard here. You. No, oh, don't steal that directly in front of him. You. The guards.
Guards were killed by a succubus.
Succubus? In Novigrad? How? Light of the eternal fire protects the city.
Must have
Well,
gone out a few times recently.
I guess so.
Anyway, succubus won't harm anyone anymore. Here's proof.
Masterful work, Witcher.
Well, apparently fool him.
And here's your reward. as promised.
Farewell.
Okay. So in that case, I suppose we still got our coins, still successfully completed the mission, also got a sword from it, and leveled up, no less, finally. So, not bad at all. Maybe we take a minute here to spend our skill point. And what ought we spend it in? I think we were doing a bit on the precise blows here with the fast attack. Getting ourselves a little bit more crit chance, right? Yeah. Crit chance, and then also crit damage, quite a bit of it. I think that, you know, in small amounts, sure, like 4% crit chance is not a ton, but once we fully level this up to rank 5, then we have 10% crit chance is something, and at that point we'll have a ton of crit damage, so I'm thinking that'll be a pretty big deal. So I'm leaning that way. Let's just take a quick look at signs just to see if there's anything else we might want to do there. But I think for the most part, we wanted to see if we could get the next row. We can't do that yet. So maybe, well, we fully upgraded Quen in that case. I think we were saying that this Yurden, yeah, Yurden actually significantly increases the duration, which is nice. Igni, just for some more damage, is also not bad. But Ard, for the most part, I was not terribly impressed with having farther reaching Ard, or Ard that sure strikes all opponents in a radius but has a lower chance to knock down, because it seems like mostly knockdown is what we're trying to use Ard for. So I think for right now, Precise Blows seems like the thing that I'm most interested in upgrading right now. Yeah, let's do it. And I assume, yeah, it is active right now, so that's good too. Alright. And with that, that is key, because now we are level 16, so I believe that means that you could make a case now for us doing things like the level 20 quest, I think, that was a Witcher contract. Yeah, Mysterious Tracks, maybe. And we have others that are in the low 20s, Flyways Murders, things of that sort. Even Treasure Hunt? Battlefield Loot, I don't remember where this is, but that could also be worthwhile. So I think it starts to open a lot more doors for us.